The York sisters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, are facing a moment that could define their royal futures. Behind the palace gates, a painful divide is forming. After years of scandal surrounding their parents, King Charles and Prince William have reportedly drawn a final line. And now the sisters must make an impossible choice: loyalty to their family or survival within the monarchy. Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to the channel where we unpack the truth behind the royal facade. Today's story is as heartbreaking as it is historic: the quiet but decisive separation of Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie from their parents, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. After years of protecting them from public humiliation, the York sisters are reportedly being pushed to step away completely, not out of rebellion, but out of survival. The shadow of scandal for years, Beatrice and Eugenie have carried themselves with dignity amid the wreckage of their father's downfall. But the recent royal restructuring has left no room for sentiment. On October 30th, Buckingham Palace confirmed what many had predicted. King Charles III had formally begun the process to remove Prince Andrew's remaining styles, titles and honors, effectively erasing his public identity. The Royal Lodge, once the symbol of the Yorks' prestige, must now be vacated. Both Andrew and Fergie have been told to leave. For Beatrice and Eugenie, this isn't just a loss of family status. It's the breaking of their last tangible link to royal privilege. The pressure mounts publicly. The king's actions are seen as part of his vision for a slimmed-down, ethical monarchy. But privately, another conversation has begun. What happens to the York sisters now? Royal expert Angela Mollard recently told Sky News that the sisters should voluntarily renounce their titles. She argued that Beatrice and Eugenie's inherited titles were rooted in pomp and vanity, chosen by parents now viewed as symbols of excess and scandal. According to Mollard, if the sisters were to step away and to become simply Miss Beatrice York and Miss Eugenie York, it would send a powerful message. That integrity comes before inheritance. Her words struck a chord, because it's exactly the tone being echoed. Inside the palace walls, the ultimatum from Prince William. Insiders have revealed that before Andrew's eviction became public, Prince William himself called a private meeting with his cousins. It was not a request, and it was an ultimatum. William reportedly told Beatrice and Eugenie that their father must vacate the Royal Lodge immediately and comply with the king's decision, or risk further disgrace for the entire family. But there was a chilling subtext. If they refused to act, their own titles could come under review. According to journalist Emily Maitlis, the future king made it clear: the monarchy's survival depends on absolute discipline. That meant no exceptions, even for blood relatives. For the sisters, it was a devastating blow. They were being asked to help dismantle what remained of their father's royal life, to choose the institution over the man who raised them. The crossroads, it's hard to imagine the emotional toll. Beatrice and Eugenie have worked hard to live quietly, balancing professional careers with royal expectations. But the scandals of their parents, from Andrew's ties to Jeffrey Epstein to Fergie's financial controversies, have made their lives a public tightrope. Now that balance is gone. If they cling to their titles, they risk forever being linked to a discredited legacy. If they renounce them, they lose a piece of their royal identity, but gain independence and redemption. Mollard called it a mature, front-footed act of integrity, a chance for the sisters to prove they are part of King Charles and Prince William's future monarchy, not relics of the past. The future of the York sisters, all evidence suggests that Beatrice and Eugenie are already leaning toward the institution. They understand that survival in the modern monarchy requires absolute accountability. The royal family is no longer defined by privilege. It's defined by public trust. And for King Charles and Prince William, there's no middle ground. The monarchy must be clean, credible, and compact. That means painful separations, even from beloved cousins. If Beatrice and Eugenie choose to step back fully, history may remember them not as victims of their parents' scandal, but as women who made the hard choice to preserve the crown. For Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, the decision before them isn't just about titles, it's about legacy. To protect the monarchy, they may have to walk away from the family that made them royal in the first place. And in doing so, they could finally free themselves from the shadow of the York name forever.